How you pay rent? You pay rent, light and gas included?
Not anymore.
Everything's included?
Everything is included.
Yeah.
Like $900, light and gas included. But since the landlord had passed away, we haven't been paying rent at that time, but there was no one trying to pay rent too. And so
Not only that, but we were
children,
illegally
we
locked out of our
supposed to get the
apartment
administration
for 3
so
months.
So that they can be able to execute upon the property. So we was told that they just recently got it. So
Yeah, the letters of
our legal
administration.
advisor told us not just to hold off on the payment until the letters of administration is produced, until someone is appointed executive from the court.
Oh my gosh,
No,
I
but you
hate
still got to
that.
get your needs. You still got to get what's coming to you. Don't just,
Right.
you know.
So then
Yeah.
over here I can show you where, like, we've been trying to wash this thing down so much, there's been so much mold over here. You
Yeah,
can
forget about this. Okay, that's the list of the problems. Okay, the essentials are more important.
see- Right.
Some things take priority over others. Okay, this is what was that door leading to?
Yeah, see,
That's a closet.
There's a closet here.
Yeah, that they made.
Thank you.
the borders down here. That's the borders loose.
I'll have to take a sketch of this place. Okay, something is wrong. It doesn't look right. There's 2 windows here.
And we also believe that there's a
Supposedly a
basement.
here, but then they said that it's not a basement.
Well, we'll find out what it is.
Some places have the pull-up basement from inside the establishment. It don't mean that it has to. It's from the outside. You know what
Right,
Mhm.
I mean? And this house is an old house, so most likely it will have a basement from the inside,
right.
like a trap door. We call it a lot.
Refrigerator here.
I know it's another bathroom back there.
To the
We have our
side.
bathroom here, but then you walk straight to the back. The boilers on the other side. They have another bathroom and a small kitchen set up back there.
In a back room.
That's basically it.
Okay, walk with me. Another door here.
There's a closet, another closet there.
Go back to back.
Yeah.
Well, this is- see this here? It's another loose.
It's like that for both closets. Is it possible you could flip that up
Yeah, I can flip this up.
so that you could pass by? And let them know about where we believe the pull-up is underneath this floor. Yep.
All the jackets.
Yep. Oh gosh. Hopefully I'll be able to navigate this.
Yeah, you know what I'm telling you, that's the option. They just supposed to be this would be the same. This is like small. It was like about like this, but then over the fat pass went to the balloon like that. So that she was, you know, about how the maid was supposed to be there. So, also, from the walls. We did a lot of cleaning and stuff, you know, the bleach killed a lot of.
This is pretty much it. Yep.
Another window here.
Mhm.
Did you get that window there?
Yeah.
That's good inside.
I mean, you guys will probably have to hang tight, okay? Something doesn't look right over here.
Okay.
This might be illegally created, okay?
Mhm.
This unit might be illegally created. So if that's what it is, you know,
They
it
were
might be
receiving money.
illegal, although you have windows big enough to get out, but it's supposed to be a second door out. Other than this
Right.
door, it's supposed to be a second door, which you don't have.
The second door is easy.
No, within the apartment, it's supposed to be a second door.
Second door, right.
Show him that right there behind the board.
Hello?
That little box piece that's embedded in
Hey.
the wall. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, but you're out though.
If you move the bed, you on the wall is out. look like it could have been a door there.
Seems that it could have been up under here.
All right, let me call you back. Let me call you back. I'm with someone. I'm gonna call you back in 10 minutes. Okay.
This keeps rising.
Now what they call this? What this apartment? They call this apartment what?
They said this was a 1 bedroom.
Ground floor.
One bedroom, and this right here, see this here? This part and this part, maybe that could have been like, opening the door to talk about the see.
No, it's illegal. That's illegal. That's illegal. It's supposed to be a door here other than this door. And what I have there, there's 2 stories, 1 apartment. So there's supposed to be 1 unit in there.
Right, and it's
Anything
not.
else is illegal.
Right.
According to this, it's a private dwelling.
Well, they said that, I remember, when they was trying to sell it, they were saying that it's supposed to be changed, right?
Yeah, they stated
They said
that
that the
they had it
father-
changed to two family, 2 or 3.
2 family, well,
I
nah,
don't
it
know
didn't
if it was
change
a-
nothing. If you
That-
change it,
I think
then
it's supposed to be a 2 dwelling, they're supposed to change
Oh,
it to.
2 toilet. Oh,
Some-
okay.
no.
It's like he's supposed to have went and got the paperwork and everything.
Well, that's
Right.
what he did it. If he did it, this would be say otherwise. It's not
Right,
saying otherwise. It's saying the
exactly.
same.
Because
So
when
that
they
could have
wanted to
been
sell a
papers
place,
they
was
brought-
gonna
they
sell a
put
place to
together.
somebody, and they were showing the people the paperwork that things were supposed to be updated.
Don't work like that. You know,
Because
is that what
the
they?
father had corrected everything.
Is that what they show the
Supposedly,
per-
from
is-
what
Listen,
but
it's
they've been
not-
dealing with fraud, so
Right.
you don't know.
It's
They
not-
could have just put those papers
It's
together.
not what they're showing the person. Is what
What's on the
buildings
record.
department have it down as. If
Exactly.
it's a 1 family, it's a 1 family. You could say 6 family. That's your opinion,
Hmm.
which you're entitled to. But when you check the records, if the record says a 1 family, it's a 1 family.
Right.
Right.
Nothing could change that.
That's what they was telling the people. They said that
Okay.
the record's supposed to be updated with the buildings. They were
Huh.
saying like if the building people never updated it.
No, they didn't.
I know usually the building people was on
They
point.
thorough with
They
their
thorough,
stuff,
You know, I already
so.
know that.
They're not. I will check. I gotta do my own research too. I can't just assume. Okay, I gotta be sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we dealing with the heat and hot water thing, so we gotta get that. Right now, we just.
And there's a
got
lot
the
of
electrical
wiring
established.
here that we don't know what
I
it
had
is.
to- I had to get the electricity turned on in my name in order just to
Can you
get-
grab this and put this,
to,
take this off?
to have electricity here so that, we can at least have some, use of electric heater to provide heat.
You have the electricity turned in your name?
Yes.
I just did it on the 17th, but then on the 20th.
And where's the meter at?
The
That's
meter's
right.
there, and this is.
They obstructed it.
They obstructed it, it's not supposed to be
Open it.
obstructed, you know what I mean? Because the gas pipe is there, that, the fire department's supposed to have access to, as well as Congress.
They've
And Congress supposed to have access to this meter at all times.
and the pipe the pipe.
What meter? There's only 1 meter here.
Right.
That's it.
what we bought,
Yes.
right.
Which other meter you say you had to put in?
I did not put in, I had to take the responsibility to get it turned on.
To take it, turn
Oh,
it
that's
on.
to turn on. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
So
And-
it's a 1 unit. So it's one meter. So one.
it's
It's
not
Excuse
supposed
me.
to be the one, it's not supposed to
Excuse
be
me,
in my
sir.
name, you know what I mean?
And then another thing is, right behind there too, there's a pipe that's a gas pipe. They're also obstructing, that they were told they're not supposed to obstruct. They keep putting right behind there.
That's right, yeah.
That's the gas line. They were told they were not supposed to obstruct it by the fire department and the Carn Edison that deal with the gas.
Yeah, so that's
And they keep padlocking it. They keep putting in as you can see that,
obstructed.
yeah.
So one of them, I guess
What-
somebody wrote her information on here, that I guess, so if somebody gotta make an appointment with her or whatever to come, whether it's Carmen or.
Nobody should make an appointment
you know,
because
them
that shouldn't
to
be
open it up,
obstructed.
but Legally, that's not supposed to be closed up.
That's
No,
what they told
that's
her.
The owner, that's the owner's problem, okay? That's not, you can't tell them how to do what or where to put what, okay? That's their responsibility, that's between them and
That's
Carmen.
between them, right.
They were
That's
saying
their
that's
problem.
universal.
Okay? The question is,
Universal
Fire department said the
precaution.
same thing.
Right.
They told us not to worry about it, that's their problem.
the question is, what are you guys, what are you guys supposed to be down here, yes or no? That's the question. Now, if you guys.
Well,
don't
we
see-
have a lease.
It doesn't
That,
matter.
that was given to us. I don't
Yeah, the
know.
list don't mean nothing, okay? The list is just a piece of paper saying yes, but if it's legal,
Hmm.
if it's illegal now, things change.
Now, what are we supposed to do if it's
Well-
illegal?
If it's illegal, then you'll have to give your guys time to find a place.
Right.
You understand? We got to be careful too. We're gonna just issue violations on a property, and we don't know what we're doing. We gotta know what we're doing.
Now
And
they.
once in doubt, you check it out, check the system to see what it is as. If it's a one family, if it's a two family, is it a three family? I don't know.
How do we go?
Well, I'm gonna know when I get back to the system what it is.
Okay.
You know, I
Okay,
could call,
good.
let me see, maybe I could call my
Please.
supervisor. He could tell me.
Let me back up.
I could have him look it up.
Oh, that'd be great.
You know, I could have him look it up on.
And, you have our number? Did they give you our number in the system? Oh, I don't want you to
maybe he could look it up and tell me.
verbalize it. I want you to.
Cause then they extorted finances from us, like monies from us that came out in court when we won the court case. Supposedly they're supposed to pay that back to us, and now it's like, oh, I don't know what we want to do.
Chris, Pat, listen, can you look up something for me? 3411 Edson Avenue.
That'd be great.
It's coming up as a one family, 2 stories, 1 family unit, but there's another part. Edson, 3411 Edson, Edson Avenue. Is it a 1 family or a 2 family house? It possibly might have a possibly legal space.
And then if they can't escape.
Okay, so the one I'm in right now is the ground floor, for one bedroom, full kitchen, full bath. And I have a gentleman here and his wife here. Yeah, they have to. He was coming for no heat, hot water, and all that. You know, electric, gas, and all that.
And then mold and mildew.
Yeah.
And the mold also.
Yeah. All right. So it's a 1 family. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye. Yeah, it's a 1 family. So you see, sometimes
So you
people
said
do.
that you was gonna find out what can be done, or
Well, nothing could be done.
Right.
Nothing could be done at this point. What needs to be done is you guys have to start looking for a place.
yeah, we already know that.
Yeah,
from the
you know,
beginning,
you have to
because
start
even
looking
when
for
we
a
was going
place.
through
I mean,
court,
we can issue violations on a space that's illegal. Like we see that all the time. You go to basements, you go to sub-cellars, people are down there illegally. We can't write for them to restore or replace something that's not supposed to be there in the first place.
right, but what they're supposed to do is, as it's here, they're supposed to go take it and get it upgraded to say now this is the type of establishment it is. It's not a 1 family, now it's registered as a 2 family.
No, it's not what it is. It's registered as a 1 family.
They have to change the registration.
Which registration?
Like in other words, like the lady that passed away, the landlord, her son, he was familiar with the stuff that his father was doing. So by right, if they have the property or the establishment, what it was that the father had to pay because he had to pay fines. He had to pay different payments for certain rules and regulations he had to follow in order to upgrade his property to a multi-dwelling, like into more than just a 1 family. So that's what was done. So now
It was done.
It was done.
No.
So what happened is
They had paperwork that they showed
they got
us.
the
I don't know
paperwork
if that's
where-
even real or not.
Sir, let me interrupt.
Now, I just wanted to, before you interrupt me, I just wanted to let you hear everything.
No,
you
but
said.
what you saying doesn't make sense. When it's done, okay, you have fantasy and you have reality.
Right.
What I'm telling you is what I know. I'm not
Right.
telling you what I don't know. I'm not going to speculate.
Mhm.
If the paperwork says have 1 family, sometimes I still call to make sure it's 1 family. I just called the base. The supervisor looked it up. 1 family.
Right.
That's what's on the blueprints.
Meaning what? That says if the process went through, and he had it upgraded or increased occupancy, it'll say 2 stories, 2 units.
Right. This
The
now-
fact that it's still saying 1 unit, that tells me
right.
whatever he was going to do or whatever he said he was going to do never went through.
No, right. Now, what you're
Oh,
saying
never
made
did.
sense because what the son was saying was that the mother, before she passed away, these were papers that she was looking for. They found the papers. He did the only process he didn't do was the last part of I guess not the filing of it, but far as registering it, something so it can hit the system and the system be updated. He did everything else he was supposed to do.
This is what
But
they showed us along with the blueprints
final
of the
part that
property.
he was supposed to do, he didn't never get a chance to do it. So they had all the paperwork, so that made they work hard. So they was running around trying to make sure that they go to the HPD and go elsewhere so that they could get all that established into that. But before they can do that, they needed to be appointed. They need to be the executives of the estate.
Correct.
So appointed, and they just recently got the appointment for the executive of the state in
They
order
was
so
just
that they could
awarded
have the
grant.
right to act upon the property, the right to, you know, put in the paperwork how they supposed to go and everything. 'Cause what you're saying is the same thing what the son was saying. Y'all saying the same exact thing.
No, we don't say this.
The only thing
we
that
say
you're
two
not
different things.
No, he said what you say. He said that as far as what the information that as it stands is like that it's only a one unit dwelling.
And it only
Correct.
showed as a
That's
one
what it
unit
is.
dwelling.
That's what it
And he had the information, the same information you got. He had the proof, the information, the document that is shown as a one unit dwelling.
Correct.
But then he had got his information because the people was working with him. They told him to get all his paperwork, you know, that the mother was holding on to before she passed away. That they needed to have that paperwork as all the proof of what the father done,
Like additional
so that
information.
he can go and give it back to them to resubmit it. But
No,
they-
sir. What
You
you're saying
saying?
is something different, okay? Listen,
So that's what they were
listen
supposed
to
do.
me. I'm going by facts, okay? People talk a lot of talk, okay?
Yeah.
We want facts,
Mhm.
okay? Either it is or it's not. One or the other. Yes, no.
Right.
You understand?
They had the facts. And they
No,
had
that's
it.
the city. Not the facts. They could have whatever they have then. It doesn't apply, okay?
Right.
Whatever they had in their hands, maybe, look at me,
Mhm.
maybe he started the process.
Mhm.
But was the process completed?
No. That's what I'm saying. He didn't complete
So-
the last part of the process, which is that's what there was taken care of, because that's the only like nobody didn't like for them selling the place. They have to complete that last process so that they could sell the place.
So
Because the
what
people
process
come-
they have to complete?
The part of making it
Registering
more than-
everything,
as a
the
more
way
than a
they-
one unit. You know what I'm saying?
No, it don't work like that.
So it'd be
It
more
doesn't.
right.
Listen, it doesn't work.
He's
like
just
that.
only conveying what.
I'm just saying to
No,
what
forget about
they-
it. I'm
he
just
was
trying
told.
to tell him, you know, I don't want to tell you what you say is
Mhm.
wrong or what to say, what not to say. The point I'm telling you, what I'm saying, listen to what I'm saying here for a minute, okay? People talk a lot of talk.
Mhm.
Anybody could talk. They could say anything.
Mhm.
That's everybody have that right to talk. What we go by is the facts. You understand what the facts
Mhm.
is?
Yeah, they had the
The
document.
facts
the
is
paperwork.
It doesn't
No.
matter. He's saying it doesn't matter. Anybody
Even
can
the
create
you can
that.
have any documents you want. Your documents or your documents.
Okay.
The documents we're looking for is what? Legitimate ones, not
Mhm.
phony ones. Just like you
Mhm.
have genuine things, you have inferior things. Things that's
Right.
not real, imitation, if
Exactly.
you will.
Frivolous. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Fine.
have,
Yeah.
False.
this is
Artificial.
correct. Now you got organic trees now.
Right.
There's a big difference between the two, right?
Right. big
Correct.
difference.
That's what, now, this one is the artificial one.
Right.
Correct.
Thank you. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right.
They might have documents. He probably started the process. Maybe he started the process. The process was not completed.
Right.
I'm just saying,
Exactly.
like what you're telling me, maybe. But I'm just saying, according to the paperwork documents I have here, currently it's a one-family house.
Right. Right.
You know what that means?
Yeah.
That means only one person supposed to be in this unit, in
Right.
this whole house.
Yeah, only one
They're
family,
supposed to be
one
either for
family.
storage or a rec room or recreation or stuff. That's up to the owner or
Right.
the person that's occupying the
Not an
house.
extra dwelling.
That makes
right.
sense what you
Correct.
were saying because
understand?
in the back apartment that they have, they actually have that as storage. They're using that as
That's what
storage.
it's supposed to be for.
Yeah.
Okay? But this dog, he's got to sell, or basically he's not saying anything. He's just saying 2 stories and 1 apartment, meaning is a private house. 1 unit, 2 units is private. 3 or more is multiple dwelling.
Exactly.
But if you file plans,
This is supposed to be the second. Unit, like
No.
one, two,
this is
But it's a
nothing.
nothing. Right.
This is nothing, okay? When you file plans to have something upgraded, or you not upgraded, you want to increase occupancy.
Mhm.
Okay, it's a channel. Okay, you got a process you got to go through. You got
Right.
to get the licensed electrician, a licensed plumber, an architect. All those people need to work in concert with the building department.
Exactly.
They will come, you file your paperwork, they will come, they will take a look at it, they'll tell you if it's possible. If it's not possible, They're looking for secondary means of egress, windows big enough to get out in case of a fire. Safety first, okay? They'll call Con Edison. You'll have your own meter. The place will be wired.
It's supposed to be more than one.
Correct.
Right.
Now,
exactly.
there's little clues there. There's things that stand out that's going to tell you a two-family house is supposed to have a gas meter, additional gas meter.
Not only
Everything's
that,
supposed to be two.
we don't have. If you look, we don't have no carbon monoxide.
Irrelevant.
Oh, that's irrelevant nowadays.
Irrelevant. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Irrelevant. Why would you want smoke detector in a space where nobody's supposed to be?
Well, that's true.
You see the problem?
That makes sense. Yes.
You know,
you're right.
it makes sense,
Mhm.
and then the inspector guy don't know what he's doing, or he could write a ton of violations, and all of it could be hogwash.
Right.
Meaning it doesn't apply.
Right.
If you take an apartment, a building, you sectional area in the basement, you put somebody in there, you don't give them no secondary means of egress. They don't know how they pay in the gas, they pay blah, blah, blah.
Well, I took
Something
a,
happened to those people down there. You see that all the time.
right.
At the attic, they stick somebody up in there. There's no way out. There's a fire. They have to jump 3 stories to their death.
Mhm.
And
Ridiculous.
the person that's creating the problem don't have the common sense to figure, well, you know what?
Fire escape.
Let me look out for certain things and make sure there's a fire way out for these people. Let me make sure there's a smoke detector, carbon monoxide. They just build it and they put somebody there. Okay, this is a legal apartment. Don't worry about it. Just pay me XYZ, light, gas included.
For instance, what is this apparatus here?
I don't know what that
That
is.
might be a doorbell or something.
That's what I was thinking, a doorbell or something.
Might be a
That's just vents under the tape.
Maybe a doorbell.
Yeah.
The doorbell outside. So that's what it's a square box. Yes, it might be a doorbell. So this is what it is. Okay, when you
Right.
doing certain things, you got to pay attention. Even when you renting, you got to be assured your rent, your Con Ed. Me personally, my gas, my car, that's directly between whatever I'm using here
Mhm.
with Con Edison.
Mhm. Exactly.
Because you could pay light and gas including the rent. What happened if the landlord don't pay his rent?
Right.
Now you're affected because
Everything was shut off.
you're
right.
paying. Con Edison, listen, we didn't get our money, so we entitled to take our meters off.
That's
And
the
technically,
situation.
she wasn't
That's the
even
situation
paying
right
Con
now.
Ed.
So you affected, and then you're still paying rent, but you're not getting the services.
Right.
And it's strange,
You see the
it's
problem?
strange because see, and we offered, we was gonna buy the place. We offered to buy the place and stuff like that before, you know, before it got like really ugly, you know, between tenant and landlord. But we was gonna buy the place. So it, you know, even though the way it is, we was saying like, well, you know, let us know what's going on as well, because whatever the situation is, we got to do our due diligence to keep the integrity and make sure that everything is past the specs up to par, you know, with all inspections or whatever situation. So even if we was to buy the place, this right here, this, we was gonna keep this as is.
No,
we was
you
gonna
can't.
have to put another
No, it
meter
has to
in
be
there.
converted
We was gonna
back
have to
into its
convert
original.
right, to its original. Right?
Correct.
Into its
ma'am,
original
correct.
plan.
There you go. Listen,
Right.
sir. The
That's
bank,
true, right.
the bank is not gonna come in here. Once the bank come in here, right, and they see what is a one family, they go down to the main house, which is upstairs.
Right,
That's where the kitchens are, right?
Right.
That's the main kitchen.
right,
Now, any of the additional kitchens,
right.
you would have to discontinue or have it removed.
Exactly.
Because you know what?
Anything that was added on to.
Anything was added is an alteration.
Exactly.
They don't want that. You got to
Exactly.
restore the house to the original, you know, illegal conversion. You got to restore it to what it's supposed to be.
I'm surprised it
And that's where
lasted
the
this
loan
long.
is going to go. You know, the
Right.
bank is not going to approve the loan
Right.
till the house is
It's
restored
restored back
to
to its
original
original.
status,
That's right.
which is one family. And one family house is supposed to be one kitchen,
Right.
Mhm.
one bathroom.
Mhm.
Right.
I'm not talking about
So
down
now,
here.
what about a legal conversion?
But this house is not. It's illegal.
No, I'm saying
as
the
we
process
speak.
for the legal conversion.
You got to file. Well, as of now, it's a one family house.
No, but I'm saying the process of a legal conversion.
He's saying
after the
hypothetically
fact-
if they
after
were
the
to
fact.
do it, but that's
Like,
it takes
how
a
do
lot.
you- what would,
But like
what
you said,
would
you got to contact a licensed architect,
Mhm.
a licensed plumber, electrician.
Mhm.
Then you got to file paperwork with DOB, Departments of Buildings.
Right.
So the occupancy is going to increase by 1, if possible. If it's possible to be they could do it. They will tell you, okay, yes, it could be done. You'll file the paperwork. The architect is going to do some drawings. He's going to put certain things, certain places,
Right.
and that's the way it goes forward.
Cause
To
that's
make
what they
it
did.
livable.
Right.
Now it's
Also-
going to change. The paperwork is going to change from one family
Right.
to 2 units.
Correct.
This is the reason why I asked you that.
It's still a private house, but it's still
Right.
2 units, a legal 2 units, not.
Correct.
Because they had an an upgrade of the blueprints of just like a new blueprint because of this dwelling here, that they did have architects involved. Because remember we were sitting at the
Yeah,
table?
but you have to
They
understand
said,
that
yeah,
the architects that she had involved were
the
her
electricity.
own children.
No. When he was
No,
out there,
listen. This is what Joy had told me and showed me, that she has brothers who deal with architecture, who deal with building property from scratch. You know what I'm saying? That they do deal with everything, plumbing
Brothers
and
and
all the
children, right.
electricity,
It
everything.
can be done. Doesn't mean it's illegal. Just because
Supposedly
it's done,
he's
you understand?
licensed, okay, from what she was saying. So hypothetically, it could have been done. But then again, there's so much fraud that has been going on with their family that I am hesitant to even say, yeah, they're correct. I cannot say that, and I'm not a professional to even agree. You know what I mean? So.
No, well,
This
they
is
could, maybe at one point in time they decided was going to do that. A lot of people do anything. They could get you get one guy could convert this whole place into a beautiful apartment. There's nothing wrong in that. You get me off the record. I could do all that. Plumbing, sweat pipes, I could do all that. I could tamper the gas line and run. I could do all that. That don't mean because I do all this,
that is
it's livable.
legal.
Doesn't mean
Right.
the city got it down. You know, a lot of people, listen, when you have property, there's a lot of people that do things under the table.
Yeah.
You know, to
That's
bring
true.
special income.
Right.
Anytime you're going to register something, the government knows about it. They want the piece of the pie.
Of course.
Now, sometimes people do things under the table because they want to keep the government in the dark. Till something blow up in the face, then they realize, okay, we had a problem.
Wow.
Or tenant file complaint, oh, I'm paying rent here, but nothing's getting done. Then we come to realize, listen, you shouldn't be here in the first place. It's a one-family house. What are you doing over here? What are you doing in the basement? What are you doing in the cellar? You're not supposed to. You don't belong there.
Right.
It's not the landlord. You might not be aware. All you know is the rent is good. I can afford it. It's a nice little place. But can we issue violations in a place that's illegal? No. It shouldn't exist. But it do exist. So we have to write the appropriate violations to have you the landlord restore it.
Back
Not
to its
her,
original.
or whoever's going to inherit the house, restore it to legal status.
Correct.
Now, they can do nothing with it till that's restored.
Right.
Try about selling
they
it or
can't
try
sell
to
it.
nothing.
Okay, great. That's what I was gonna ask
You
you
understand what I
too,
mean?
because they have the for sale sign
That don't
there
mean nothing.
claiming that it's from realty. So it's illegal for them
They
to
cannot
sell
do
it.
nothing till it's cleared.
So
Right.
now,
You understand?
Thank you.
When the judge, because we explained to him what's going on, that when he awarded us to come back, because they did a legal lockout, when he awarded us to come back here, our lease is up in February, which is January, February. So we're doing our best to utilize that amount of time so that we could start,
Just
looking,
saying.
Looking for a place, for
Frankly, I
payments
don't
and
really
move
think
out,
that's enough time to
So,
look
and
for
that's
a
only
place.
2 months, which that's not enough time, but we got to utilize what we have, what we're working with. So, in that amount of time, like to give us time to look for a place, would they give us are we allotted more than just 2 months?
The judge give you that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
They'll give you time. They
They'll
can't
go
throw
back
you
to
out in the
court.
street. What they could do is give you time to relocate or find a proper place,
Right.
and then they, not only when you,
Because we already came back from court.
even after you live here, they will still have to come back in here and knock everything down
Right.
Right.
and put it back the way it's supposed to be.
The way to its original state.
So the
Yeah.
bathroom and all that will have to be gutted out, if you will, rehab.
Right.
All this need to be removed
Yep.
before anything can be done. The walls need to be capped off. I mean, after they do that, they could reinstate it, yes, but before any transaction is going to go through, all those places need to be cleaned out.
Right.
You understand? Oh,
Right.
that's giving me one of these.
Right.
That's your complete number here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay?
Right. You want to put Mr. Patrick on there?
No, we don't put names, sir.
No? All right.
We
He
got-
said,
we listen. We don't give everybody names, okay? I give you names, but we don't go by names. We go by a badge number.
Oh,
You
your
see this
badge
here?
number, right.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's
That's what
cool,
they have.
You know?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. I'm just giving you the way we do. It's not like they don't know who we are. Once you got that,
Yeah.
you know what. Because listen, somebody could hear my name, now they could implicate me in some nonsense I don't need to be in.
Oh,
So
okay.
we don't give names. We give when I can't be found.
Right, I respect that.
You got the information here.
Right, so that's 5'4" or 5'9"?
5'9".
5'9".
There's only one. 3259.
Right,
Thank you, Patrick.
And they know
Appreciate
who I
it.
am. So all you guys need to do, you're welcome. All you guys need to do is sit tight and unfortunately, certain things are the way they are, but
Yeah.
you guys got to sit tight to either start looking for a place or find a place to relocate.
Yeah.
And you said you haven't paid the rent in how long?
Well, just
We were
But then
illegally
2
locked
months?
out. No, we were illegally
a little
locked
bit,
out.
a little bit longer. We was illegally locked out, but we utilized. We had the money that we was holding
Mm-hmm.
for the lady. Like if she get her paperwork, we had to
Yeah.
use that while we was out in the street
Yeah.
Right.
because we was illegally locked out for
The
like
judge
3
on
months.
Right.
Yeah, we were living like we were homeless for 3 months, even though we had a
So
lease
the
here.
monies that we was holding,
Okay.
that our legal advisor said hold that. So when she get her paperwork right, you know, we have monies to pay for, it, but we supposed to pay from the date that she has her paperwork established, from that date
Correct.
forward. So
From
anything
the
before
day she
that
has
date,
the letters of
we're not-
administration.
We're not responsible to pay for that at that time. But what we was negotiating, what I was saying to the lady was that no matter what, I was willing to, to give her
At one
whatever.
time.
Yeah, but
At one time,
if you can work something out,
No,
then
but that's
if
extortion.
if the owner already
But we
deceased,
learned that
okay?
that was extortion and
Let
all
him
that.
say what he's
If the
saying.
lady you was paying the rent is deceased, right?
She's
Correct.
deceased.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's
We had a good
that's
report, so
done,
that's over
okay?
with, yeah.
So whoever the owners are, what is it, the family members who's going
Right.
to come forward and say, okay, we want this, as of now, I'm telling you, this is illegal space.
Yeah.
So
Right, so
they
we
will
don't
have
have
to
to
give you
pay.
time to find a place.
Right,
I don't know how long it could take. It could take 2 months. It could take 3 months. It could take a day. It could take 2.
right.
They got to give you time to relocate. When you find a place, you move out. Then they could come and do what they want to do.
Now, do we supposed to be paying rent to them? To that time?
No, what
Yeah,
he's
but
saying
how
to
could
you
you
by
pay-
this
how
being
could you
How
pay
can I pay
illegal,
rent
Sir.
for something that doesn't
Sir.
supposed to exist?
Is it good? So you understand what
common
I'm saying?
sense, this
Right.
is an illegal
If
space.
it's
from what they're
illegal
stating.
space,
Can't pay rent for an
you
illegal
s-
space.
you need to
Right,
find
My
a
question,
place to relocate because it's illegal.
right.
my
Okay?
question is
Mhm.
being that the owners, the landlord's children now is taken over for this property. Could we be compensated for
monies
the
that we put out.
monies that we had paid rent for in this illegal space from
Well,
September?
that's something for the courts. The courts
Correct.
would decide that. But then again, he wasn't dealing with them. He was dealing with the person that's now deceased.
Correct.
No, but after
So he
the
didn't have an
deceased
agreement
person-
with them.
Right.
But
He had
after-
agreement with the person that's no longer.
But now but after the lady deceased, for the next 2 months, we was making monetary payments to
Right,
her
to
children
her children, yeah.
that they was demanding.
Before we knew that they were supposed to have a letters of administration to even collect rent.
Well, you guys didn't know. You're just trying to
didn't
do what
know,
you're
yeah.
supposed to do. But it's illegal space. So
We were
you
told
guys-
it's extortion. The judge said to us that they extorted us.
Well, you're not
They
supposed
was dealing
to.
with
You're
extortion.
not
Technically,
supposed
we're
to
not
do that.
supposed to pay.
You guys got to start looking for a place, okay? Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take. 2 months, 3 months, a year, 6 months. I don't know. The judge is going to determine that. But you guys
Thank
going to
you.
get something in the mail, and whoever the owner is, they're going to get something in the mail.
Well, the owner get it because our mailing.
Well, the kids are going
I have
to,
to give
their
you-
family members are
I
going
have
to
a
get it.
different mailing because that no mail, they don't let nothing come through that belongs
No,
to
it's
us.
a public
Right.
information. You can go online and get it, or you can
Right.
come by the department and pick up a copy. It's public
Okay.
information. It's not going anywhere. Once they put it in, it's going to stick. It's not going to go anywhere till this place is
Right.
restored to what it's supposed to be.
So, all right, so, wait, when you saying something in the mail, what's supposed to come in the mail?
A copy of the violations.
Okay.
That's
now-
telling them they need to discontinue whatever they created down there,
Right.
which is not good.
Right. Now, how
You understand?
do we get a copy of that? You said-
Comes in the mail.
No,
You were
because
here?
we don't use their mail. They
Right.
they obstructed us from that.
Yeah, but you can
That's
get
why
it. You
we
can go
got our
online.
own
You can
PO
go, sir.
box.
You go online right there.
Right.
You see the website there?
Yeah, I see the website.
That's right. Everything's on the website. It's
And
public
so-
information.
Oh,
Okay.
so the violations is going to be attached to it?
No. The violation is going to be, once you open the website,
Yeah.
you have the complaint number.
Um,
Everything is
Type it
going to
in.
come up.
this is the complaint. number.
Onto the
right.
website. Okay.
That's 77
Mm-hmm. 56724.
Okay.
It's public information. You're going to get a copy over. I have no control over that. But
Thank
if
you.
you don't get it in the mail, you can go online or you get it online. It's public information.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Yeah, as
You
long as we
understand?
know how to, we can get it for ourselves.
Or you can stop by the office and you get a copy. It's public information. When I say public, you can get it from anywhere. It's not it's not going to disappear.
Right.
My question
You know,
is
it's documented.
and where's the office located?
1932. Off
No.
the corner of Tremont, 1932.
Okay.
It's a corner building there.
Okay.
You
Little
know,
park is on
second,
the side.
third floor, room 301.
Yeah, I think the
Okay,
park is on
okay.
the side of that.
Yeah, there's a park right there, across from Chase. You can't miss it. There's a building, concrete building over there,
Thank you.
brick building.
Thank
so that's what it is, okay?
Absolutely.
so
I'm
much.
so glad. We're so glad that you came.
Right,
Yeah.
so that's what it is. So some things, we run into those things all the time. We got to be careful, do our research, or else we just writing stuff which is, it does not apply.
Right.
If I tell them to provide gas or provide hot water in a space nobody's supposed to be in, I myself don't know what I'm doing. I'm contradicting myself.
Right.
You understand? So you got to do your research, and for the future, you check what the building status is.
How
Is it
do
a
we
one
do that?
family? Is it two family? Is it a three?
Right.
You ask questions. You call 311. They can look it up for you.
Right.
They'll tell you what it is, or you can go online and put the information in, and it tells you what the building address is.
Right.
Okay.
You understand? It's public information. It's not top secret.
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Right, because I think this building address is supposed to be 3409 instead of 3411, because it was like a confusion with
Are you
the
talking about
11,
when we checked on Acris?
and then it was like 34.
Oh yeah, we
This
checked
supposed
on
to be
Acris.
registered with, attached to 3409, but 3409 is the road right here, the lot part, like that lot.
The block and lot.
Was there another house there before?
As far as we know, I'm not sure, but this has been
We
like
don't
this
know.
for like over 70 years from what we was told. Like,
It's possible there could have been another house there.
But it was
Possible,
like
I don't know.
this.
Maybe it was destroyed or
but it was
knocked
like,
down.
yes,
Demolished.
so for all that time, yeah.
Who knows?
So 309 and then 311.
So 311,
3409 and 3411.
3411 is this one here.
It's attached, but I think it's like 3409-11, so everything would go really with 3409.
Well, the lower number first, but who knows? Maybe there was a
Right.
property there, it got demolished or
Yeah, something, so.
burned down. Who, I mean, anything's possible. But as of now, 3411 exists.
Right.
This is this
so
one.
This one, right. So
Okay, so
I'm so glad you saw everything right off from the
yeah.
beginning.
No, you could tell. You
Yeah.
could tell. Any kitchen doesn't have a window, you must have a vent. If you don't have a vent,
That's what I told you.
you
Did
must
I
have
tell
a
you that?
window.
Right, so that's the
You know
window.
what I'm saying?
right there.
So
I said we have windows.
you got, I mean, the way that this is, you know, you got big windows there, which is good, but usually you're supposed to have a vent over the stove.
Mhm.
You know, you're supposed to have your meter, your gas meter, your water meter. You're supposed to be, if it's legal, but if it's illegal,
There's gonna only
Exactly.
be one for the whole entire
Whole house.
establishment.
Yep.
so it's only one family supposed to be here.
Right,
And they built those other two that up there.
up there,
Yeah,
right.
people could do certain things. Don't mean they're right because they do it, or because it exists. That means they're right. People could do it and have a private house. Sometimes you have the homeowner, and you have other space in there which is created for family members. It's all family. So
Right.
those calling the city, they wouldn't get involved because it's all family.
Right.
Right.
But once you got people paying rent, and you're not getting a receipt, a proper receipt, or they're not claiming to the state that they have 2 units and they're collecting your money,
Right.
the city doesn't know about it.
Yep.
So they're basically collecting rent money, and then you're not getting what you're supposed to get. You understand? So you see
Yep.
the problem?
Yep.
So sometimes they get away with it, and sometimes they don't get away with it. Sometimes we catch them in the act, and so right now they're gonna have to pay, you know, for whatever they created down here. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, I just want to make sure that we're able to get our finances back and allow time.
Well, that's something for the court. When you go to
to
court, you
look.
talk to the judge about that. You tell the judge, okay, we put X, Y, Z, and is it possible we get our money back or refund?
Yeah.
That's something that's
Yeah.
for the courts. I'm not a
Yeah.
judge. Like I said,
Right.
I can't make the decision.
Correct.
Decision. So all I can tell you is, if they have it down as a 2 stories, 1 unit, it's supposed to be 1 family in here.
Right.
And right now,
You
this
know?
lady is still demanding monies from us
Yeah.
for this time.
No, no,
The
no,
judge
no.
told her stop extorting us, stop
She
dealing
just
with
gave us some
extortion,
court papers that we gotta
and
go to
she's
court.
still
Okay,
trying to.
fine. So let her do what you gotta do. No,
She's demanding monies from us.
It's
so
you know,
ridiculous.
she come and harass you all. She can harass you all over here, okay? She come and you call the police, okay? Let them know
Yeah.
what's going on.
we
and,
been
Thank
doing
you.
that, yeah. But the thing about it is the police is like been biased towards us because
Not all of them,
They,
it's some of them.
majority of them because they have relations with them.
Doesn't matter. You
Family
just,
ties.
you know, you state your claim. Let them know what the story is, that you're here illegally. That place is illegal, and the judge got to give you time to relocate.
Mhm.
So they understand it's a process. You understand? It's not you here because you want to be here. You're here because you're in a situation that need to be cleared up by the courts. They got
Correct.
to give you clearance,
Yeah, because we have no knowledge of that. You know.
Yeah.
but everybody's aware of it.
Yeah, we got our lease, we got everything. The judge, he got a copy of our lease, he got
Yeah,
a
everything.
copy of everything that's here. You know
Okay,
what I'm saying?
so-
All that.
So that just, you know, one thing I was telling you, you just got to be careful when people are talking, okay? When people are making certain statements,
Yeah.
that don't mean nothing.
That's
Right.
true.
I mean, I could say, I could tell them, listen, I got a I got a Benz outside. You believe me?
Right.
You know, talk is cheap. Okay, a lot of people say a lot of things.
Yeah.
You need the proof,
Right.
evidence.